And we are the Other People's Show. Glad to have you along with us. Tonight is going to be a great show. It is Saturday, February 2nd, 2023. I'm Adam.
I'm Lana, and I could have sworn it was the 4th.
What did I say?
The 2nd.
Oh, it's February 4th, 2023. I was wrong.
Okay. The 2nd was Groundhog's Day. Are you reliving Groundhog's Day?
I think I am. It's each moment is of the show is the audience hasn't got to see the cluster F that it's been behind the scenes trying to get everything working. It's been so horrible that Stacie just bailed. She just jumped out of the airplane that was going down. She had the only parachute and she just jumped out.
I think it was probably absolutely necessary. I am stuck in the bathroom.
You are stuck in the bathroom.
But it's cool lighting, so I'm okay.
What you should have done is you should have actually been in the bubble bath.
Yeah. That would have been nice. Stacie, can you come run me a bubble bath?
She can't hear you.
You can tell her.
She see if you can. I don't know if you can you hear? How about now? No, I guess not. She said you could come in there and run her a bubble bath. But anyway, we are the Other People's Show, and we are doing a great show. Now, I don't know if anyone tuned in earlier on 88.7, but we had a live show. Well, it was live when we recorded it, but we had a pre-recorded show there. So thanks for checking that out. Also, go to the YouTube page, The Other People's Show, Spotify, and like and share the Facebook page. I've noticed that each time we go live, we get a boost in our YouTube. So let's hope that continues as well.
Yeah, and speaking about the show that is airing live, it's on WMMT 88.7 FM for locally. And that was
okay. You're in there in the bathroom.
She is.
I am in the bathroom. Sound problems. Like I'm in the tub. I'm not actually on the toilet.
Yeah, you want to show them the tub behind you. See, there's the tub behind her. So yeah, but yeah, thanks everyone for tuning in and go to those places. Now, how's your week been, Lana?
My week's been pretty good. I could complain, but we're not going to complain here.
No, it's a fun time.
Those are personal issues, and they don't get that. Or maybe they get that, but they just don't get that from me.
Right.
Not sharing. But a pretty good week. I got a lot to look forward to. We're going to Nashville, aren't we, Adam?
Yes. There is going to be
a nice some projects, and we got some friends we're meeting up with. We got a soup du jour tour.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my birthday present, a soup du jour tour around a city. That was a specific present.
Yeah, and it's going to be a nice trip down there. Some checking out the city, checking out downtown, maybe Music Row, comedy places, soup tours. In addition to,
jealous, by the way.
Oh, you're very jealous?
Yes.
Okay.
Very jealous.
She can call in. Tell Stacie she can call into work. She can come with us.
She said you could call into work and come with.
It's a 2-bedroom. It's a 2-bedroom apartment.
For a week.
She was just off for a week.
I know, the wrong week.
It's gonna be off.
We're going places.
I know,
Lana will make it happen. We will plan another place.
Yeah. Well, we do have several things that we want to shoot and film once we get down there, and we're going to show that to the audience in the world in a short film and a couple small sketches. So that's something we have to look forward to.
Yeah. Happy birthday.
Yeah. Now, this is something that I was curious about. We have the Super Bowls coming up this weekend, and I know it's a big thing. And even a lot of people that don't really watch the Super Bowl sometimes watch it. They get into the festivities, the halftime show, gather around with the family and friends. Is that still a thing, do you think, or is that kind of went by the wayside? I've not really heard much about it this year compared to the past.
Well, my traditions around the Super Bowl have kind of changed, but I'll say still people are interested. Is it Rihanna that's doing the halftime show?
Yeah, I think it's
Could be
Rihanna doing the
interesting.
halftime show. Yeah.
Could be interesting. I'm not. Everybody used to be so excited about the commercials.
Well,
I
Stacie
thought
and yourself both said Chris Stapleton is going to be playing, singing the national anthem.
Yes, that.
Amazing.
So she said she was really happy about that. I'm not sure if people can hear, but we've got a new microphone that we're testing out. So we're going to see how that goes, and if that goes well, we'll continue to get more. If not, taking it back, getting my hard-earned money back.
Interesting enough, like Chris Stapleton is a great I'm interested in most seeing that over halftime show just because I've seen Chris Stapleton live, and that was a very enjoyable show.
Right.
He's a very simple, like, roots singer, and not too far from where we are in this eastern western. I don't know. Is it eastern Kentucky?
Yeah.
Southwest Virginia.
Mm-hmm.
Area, like. So it's really, really roots there, but like just what I've heard of him live and what you see is what you get, and it's phenomenal.
It is.
But to see him do the national anthem, I don't know that I mean, I think I have high expectations.
Do you?
I have high expectations for him. I actually think he's going to knock it out of the ballpark.
I think so too.
Wrong sport.
But
you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Like, that's the Super Bowl. You know what I mean.
No, I don't think people. I think this year it's Philadelphia. Is it Philadelphia?
It's the Philadelphia Eagles
and Kansas City
Chiefs.
Yes.
So I don't hear as many people being quite as excited about those teams as some of the teams. I think
I know why, because we've actually seen this matchup within the past. I think I remember a matchup of the same teams. It could have been 4 years ago, could have been 20 years ago, but I think I've seen this matchup in the Super Bowl. So I think when you have that same matchup happen again, it just loses its luster.
Right. I like that phrase. That's a good phrase.
Yeah.
Losing the luster of the game. What about the commercials? That used to be a big thing too, and I don't hear much about that at all. I mean, it used to be that after the game, it would be like, what were the best, what were the worst, and now I hear that they're spending millions upon millions, as they always do, to promote the next big blockbuster movie. But that's nothing that you won't be able to see on YouTube just a few days later, minutes later.
That's true. Almost immediately after.
So what really is the commercials that anybody? Oh, I can't. Why?
The amount of money that is spent into those commercials, because people don't tune out, so they're not changing the channel, which a lot of people channel surf. Just even sticking to that same channel is probably worth the commercial slots, because
they're going
to hear it.
I don't know if I've ever bought anything because I've seen a commercial for it, though. Have you? I don't think a commercial has ever persuaded me to purchase anything.
I don't know.
Michael Jordan or Tiger Woods has never persuaded me to buy Gatorade. That's not why I even buy Gatorade.
Never mind. I was about to mention like an infomercial.
Yeah.
Like I really, really, really wanted a food dehydrator growing up. Like I thought this was going to change my life. Mm-hmm. Like to make my own banana chips, like strawberry chips, beef jerky.
Banana chips?
Yeah. But that's maybe more like infomercial type thing. But commercials, no. But we're being sold something every day.
I mean, I used to like those GoDaddy commercials. They were funny, like in the mid 2000s. I seem to remember those being funny, but I don't remember. You know, I do remember one time it was a commercial. I've never been able to find it again, but it was like a guy was in the kitchen making spaghetti, but somehow it got all over the place, and the spaghetti sauce looked like blood, and all this. And the wife or girlfriend came home, but it looked like a crime scene when all he was doing was trying to fix spaghetti. And I thought that was kind of clever, but in a morbid kind of way. But I've never been able to find it. And that was probably like 2007 or 8. But nobody really cares, I don't think.
I'm gonna.
It seems like it's the same old though.
I'm gonna agree. Nobody really cares.
No, I don't think.
But we're broadcasting from Southwest Virginia, so.
I mean, I'm sure people probably in Philadelphia.
This late in the evening than we do.
They probably care in Philadelphia or Kansas City. You know, but other than that,
those teams are not the big names you hear all the time.
Have either of you two been to Philadelphia?
I have.
Or Kansas?
Have you been to Philly?
I've been to Philly.
I've been to Philly and Kansas City.
I've not been to Kansas City. I saw something on the interweb today about like Kansas City Chiefs like fans being a little too much for their own fans.
What?
Like a little too violent, a little too, or maybe not violent's the word, but just like a little too much. I didn't read the article. But just even the headline led me to believe, or made me believe, like there is this whole like Chief fans that all the other Chief fans hate.
Are there?
And yeah, well, I don't know. That's what it led me to believe. And like as I'm like scrolling through like my daily like reads and stuff like that, like I was just like, interesting. So some of their fans hate even their own fans and how they behave.
All right, I see it.
Maybe the Philadelphia Eagles put that out like that.
Well, it is as Kansas City Chiefs head to the Super Bowl, their violent traditions alienate even some of the local fans.
That's it.
That's an NPR article. Yeah.
So what would that lead you to believe?
It would lead me to believe that there's some violent fans in the crowd. But really, what are you going to do what would you do in the crowd that would be violent? I mean, throw something? What would you do? Throw a chair. Throw a chair? I mean
that's what I do. I'd throw a chair.
Oh, you would throw a chair?
Yeah.
I'm trying to think what I don't know what I would do though. I mean, if you could pick up a chair from there. I
can't imagine you doing anything other than cowering in the corner.
Being like, all right, let's go. Time to go and get out of here.
We're leaving right now.
We're not making a spectacle any longer.
Exactly.
So yeah. So it's saying, there's been. I wish I'm just scrolling through the article here, but yeah, that's an interesting article. It's on kcur.org if people want to check out that article. So let me ask you this. Moving on to the next little topic here, and this is something we've kind of approached in the past, is topics of funerals, death, demise, end of life, cease to exist, things of this nature. Not all positive things, but somewhat morbid things. But I was thinking about this earlier, and
don't you want a video or something?
Do what?
Don't you want to do your own video?
I do want to do my own video. I want to be giving my own
just you talking.
Eulogy. Yes.
No, it's all you to see is Adam and everything he wants to say.
I think that would bring down. I don't think there would be a dry eye in the house.
You don't think so?
No, I think people would be so crying and out of control, they'd be ripping my body out of the coffin. They just couldn't. They'd be uncontrollable.
You think you have that profound effect?
I think if I did my own eulogy, I would. I'd choose some music, have these different dramatic angles.
That actually sounds pretty cool. If you
I
could,
would
if
say
you
I'd
could plan
say
it out to where it would go down like that, that would be cool. I actually have my own funeral plans.
I think you would be unhinged and pull me out of the coffin for one.
Me?
Yes.
Hey, my cousin's wife did that.
What? Pulled somebody out of the
Sit on
coffin?
your grave.
She went crazy.
What did she do?
That's how I'd be.
Crazy and wouldn't let go of his coffin. Laid on top of it. Took like 3 of my cousins to get her off of it, but she like turned the thing
Almost over.
Over, yeah.
Well, see, I do want to go in there, and I do want to, film me actually picking out the coffin. I mean, I don't really want to have the coffin. I'd rather people honestly just weekend at Bernie's me. That's what I wish would happen. Just use me as that.
That is a great idea. That is a great idea. What I would prefer.
Or Joe Diffie style, prop me up beside the jukebox.
Yeah. What I would prefer is kind of like, the celebrities have like their roastings.
Yeah.
And they just like air their grievances. Like, really, let's air my grievances. I would like every person that loves me to get up and say the embarrassing things.
Hey, Aaron.
Secrets. The things nobody else knows. The things they disliked about me. The things that annoyed them about me. But no matter what, they still love me. I would want my friends and family to roast me and roast me well.
I don't want to be I wouldn't want all the secrets to come out.
I'm dead. I don't care.
I mean, I guess.
I don't care.
I
don't care. I actually would like to, in just shock value. I'd want people talking about it for a couple of years. Like, I didn't know. Like, wow. And if everybody just spoke up all at once, it might be that way.
I mean, I think I might hire someone upon learning of my death that they run in, point at the casket, and say, "I'm glad he's dead," and then just run out. And that would make people sob as well, and then the chaos begins.
That's pretty funny. That could be good. That would be good. I actually have talked to my one of my siblings, and they said they will flop down on the floor and start flopping around like a fish, freaking out in hysterics, up until somebody just like, we got to call 911, and then just pop up and be like, okay, I'm over it.
I mean, how many people you think you can pull in at your funeral?
Me?
Yeah.
That's an odd question to ask. And thinking about it, I would hope at least a couple hundred.
A couple hundred?
No, it's probably not going to be that way. But
what about you, Stacie?
For the people that would roast me, I'm going to say 50.
Could come in would come to your funeral, do you think? You say 50?
I say 50.
Okay. How many will cry?
Hopefully everybody.
Everyone. I don't think I'll cry, but I will throw something if you go first. I will throw something.
You will throw something at me.
No, I will throw something I'll throw a cup of iced coffee at the bathroom wall in memory of Lana.
Oh, that hurts. That hurts. That hurts.
That would be in memory of you.
That hurts.
That's a nice gesture.
No.
I would only hope somebody would throw iced coffee in my name. I mean, that's...
Yeah. I
I
guess you could capture me well.
Yeah, you got to go out of your way to get the coffee.
Iced coffee gets thrown at somebody. That's a Lana thing to do.
Yeah, and it's a fun memory. It's a fun memory to have.
It is a fun memory.
What about you, Stacie? How many do you think you could pull in at your funeral? A couple hundred?
Probably.
So well, you got a bunch of
family.
Well, see, Stacie's got a bunch of twins in her family.
Oh, lots of twins.
So how do we even know it's you that's passed away? Right? I mean, am I right?
Yeah.
What if you know?
You never know.
Because you said how many sets of twins are in your family?
I can't.
She has several sets of twins.
A lot of twins. Just immediate family. At least 10.
So she has at least 10 sets of twins in her family.
10?
Yeah.
That's just on My dad's side.
That's just on her dad's side, she said.
There's way too many. I can't even imagine.
Stacie's not a twin, is she?
You're not a twin though.
No, but I have twins.
She has twins.
Actually,
But she's not a twin.
I actually didn't realize your daughters were twins.
Yep. Well, her daughters, not my daughters. I have no daughters, but Stacie's daughter.
I was talking to Stacie.
Yeah, yeah.
You hate kids, so.
That's a misconception that I hate kids. I was looking up the reasons to have children today, and I spent 30 minutes trying to find a video, but I couldn't find one. I did look that up today, though, but I did find videos.
I mean, I can understand it.
I did find videos, and I'm glad that people have kids because the world needs to continue.
There's
but just
a
not
little
with my gene
population problem.
Just not with my gene pool in. It ends with me.
There's a little attitude problem with these generations. I don't know. Maybe
it is.
Yeah, maybe should.
The attitude problem of the generations would be hard to handle. I don't know if I could handle that. You know what I mean?
Like younger generations, like I think a lot of the things are
they're lazy. Also,
no, I don't think they're lazy. I think they're superficial. Our kids have been brought up on superficial intelligence, superficial reality, like the internet and all of that stuff. Like they've been fully submersed in it their whole lives. And social.
I think they're super. I think they're all super sensitive too.
I think that it's that problem. They don't have like fundamental thinking issues. Like their thoughts and concerns are all over the place.
And often things that they shouldn't have thoughts and concerns about.
This is true, but that's probably a whole different show. I don't think we should get into that.
I know.
I'm a mother. I can get angry.
You could get angry?
I could get angry at what I've experienced dealing with these issues because I've seen it in my own child, and then I'll just get angry. But I don't want to be angry.
No, we don't want to be angry on the show. Now, you did drink earlier a little bit of the new George Strait tequila, correct? Do you have a bottle in there to show us?
I do not. I could use another bottle.
Oh, I thought.
I actually purchased.
Hold on, Stacey's going to hand me one. I just want to show everyone.
A Codigo.
It's what's it called? Codigo.
Codigo 1530, and I tried the rosé, which is probably a little bit as close to origin that you could get. That would probably kill you.
It's 80 proof.
That is actually a highly sought after tequila, a very, very expensive tequila purchase. You're talking into the thousands.
Is there one that's already opened?
No, but you can't drink that one.
No, I don't want to drink it.
That was a gift. She's a country music fan. That it's George Strait's.
Yes, it's George Strait's. So please check this out. And also, if George Strait's Codigo wants to sponsor the show, they're welcome to do that also.
I'm sure they will. It was actually quite delicious. At first, I said it smells like tequila, blah, blah, blah. The first sip, I couldn't tell the difference of anything because I was just, I don't know what I was expecting. But the second small sip, like, pretty smooth, pretty smooth. It does have that afterbite that you have with a stouter liquor like tequila. Tequila kind of has like a burn, but right. it was more on the tongue than in the throat, down your gullet, whatever they call it. So it, I actually think tequila is going to be the new thing, like how people whiskey chase and people collect bourbons and whiskeys, and these are all like very highly sought after. I actually think the tequila market is getting ready to be up and coming.
I think so too.
I work in the spirit world. We work in the spirit world. Like you can see the trend changing from bourbon, Scotch chasing, or just whiskey in general chasing to it might head towards tequila. And there's a lot of celebrities coming out with new tequilas.
And
Michael
rum
Jordan
too.
is it Michael Jordan that you sold today?
Yeah, Michael Jordan. We got
you've got
LeBron.
You've got LeBron. You've got
Sammy Hagar. We've got Adam Levine.
So like all of these people that have dipped their hands in those, and they'll do that almost like a sponsor. But certain ones are just kind of little notch above the others, and maybe their names could lend a little bit of sales to it. But some of those that attach their names are to some actually really, really, really high and enjoyable spirits. Like
what would you endorse if you were coming out with your own liquor? Would it be a bourbon?
If I had to go, it would probably be a bourbon.
What would you call it? Do you have any idea?
No clue whatsoever. Actually, nobody's ever asked me that. So I don't know. Probably
Unhinged. That's what I would call it. 96 proof. Unhinged. And then it has on the front of it, it's got like a picture of like somebody with a chair.
Slamming it on somebody.
I think that would be a fun. I think that'd be a fun label.
That would be the tequila. If I came out with tequila, I might consider Unhinged and throwing a chair. Maybe.
Something fun though.
Maybe a Mexican hand painted wooden chair that weighs about 40 pounds. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can imagine that.
I think Unhinged would be a good name. If you don't take that name, I'll take it for mine.
You're more than welcome to have it. I think I would probably use a family. I'd use my family name, although my family name is Scottish, and I don't know that you necessarily correlate that with bourbon. So
you could do a.
I'm an impasse. I wouldn't even know. I'd have to like really think about that.
You could do a Scotch, I guess.
Scotch takes a long time to get it good. You're talking, 15 to 30 years.
I would do a rum.
A rum?
Yeah.
Yeah.
151.
There's not a lot of 151s left.
No. Now, I will say this. I'm going to do a show, and it's going to be doing shots of the 151 throughout the show.
Which 151 are you going to choose? There's a Cruzan. There's a Don Q.
Don Q. It's the Don Q.
Like that. Bacardi discontinued their 151.
They did. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do.
There was a lot of disappointment to a lot of people that enjoy spirited cocktails.
And shrooms too. I need to get in contact with the shrooms world.
Came out of nowhere.
And do that. No, I don't know. Since I've never done it.
I'm gonna put you in this bathtub in a bubble bath if you go down that route.
Will we be able to? I mean, as long as we can do a live show. If I can do a live show from the bubble bath while on shrooms talking about the rum, that would be a great show.
I'm sure it would. I am sure it would. I'm sure people couldn't look away. There's a lot of rubberneckers in the world.
Mm-hmm. So yes.
Train wreck. Let's watch it.
Now, let me ask: Would you want to know when you're going to die?
No.
How
no.
And
random
when?
Question, but no.
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 Stacie, what about you? Would you want to know when?
It is a natural phenomenon for people to be scared and worried about death and like fear it. But
if you already know the day and the time and what's going to happen, you wouldn't be afraid anymore because you would know.
I'd be trying to change that fact.
But let's just say that you couldn't change it. You have to accept on this day in 2048. February 4th, 2048 is your death day. So you got quite a few years. You got 25 years left.
That's still depressing because 25 years can go by really quickly.
It can go by quickly, but I wouldn't start getting depressed really until year 24.
Until you're 24.
No, year 24. 24 out of 25. When I get to like 1 year left to live, I'm like, okay, all the stuff, because I'm big on making lists. I make a list every night.
You'd have bucket lists.
Yeah, I would, but they at this point, I've got 25 years to do everything I need to do. So I'm going to get on that list. But then the last year,
is it a need to do or want to do? Because if you're faced with death, are you doing things that you need to, or are you doing things that you want to?
I'm doing things that I want to.
So shouldn't we be living our lives doing things that we want to do as opposed to things that we need to do? Because you don't know if you have 25 years. Nobody knows.
Which is one of the reasons I didn't have kids, because I didn't want to.
Yeah. That was a good choice, by the way.
I think it was. I'm in the minority. I realize that. And I'm frowned upon. I'm shunned by society.
I'm a parent, and I'm telling you, it's not.
I'm like the hunchback of society here.
I use this analogy. It's like Russian roulette. You don't know what you're going to get. You don't know if you're going to get hit with a bullet. You could be the most well-rounded, well-grounded, well-to-do, well-off, anything like all of the positives that could go, like you could give, do, be, anything. You still are playing Russian roulette with creating another personality. You're not just creating another person, you're creating another completely different, totally original personality. And you don't know what that's going to be like. And sometimes it can be verbal. You can love, but it can be.
Well, see, I always assumed when I had made my case a couple of years back that, my whole life, that the baby stage would be part of the hardest stages.
Oh, the baby stages were the easiest.
Because I was thinking about, you're going to
maybe
lose
not
sleep.
for everybody, but.
Obviously, I'm not changing a diaper.
No, I can't imagine that.
You can't. Neither can I. I never have, never will at this point. So it's just like certain things you get.
I feel like that should be on your bucket list.
No, you want me to pass out again? I'm squeamish. I cannot.
Believe this to the audience. If this man was made to change a diaper, I fully believe he would pass out.
I would pass out. No joke. No lie.
He would pass out.
I would pass out. My head would hit the floor.
Yeah.
What would probably the stench? Probably just the act of doing it.
It's the act of doing it that would.
I just don't think I could. I just do not think that I could do such a thing.
Well, you can always just take the kid outside, and if it's warm weather, obviously, because you want to be like ethical about it, and you can just spray them down with a water hose.
I don't think I could do that. I was thinking about this.
I've actually witnessed my dad do that to his own grandchildren.
You had told me about that.
Yeah, like you're babysitting and you come back and it's like you've been watering them down with a water hose as opposed to like changing a diaper. You just took the diaper off and then you took them outside and you watered them down with the water hose just so you wouldn't have to really deal with anything else. And now they're running around,
I've always said whenever it's like, oh, so-and-so needs a diaper changed. Oh, your camera went down. Lana's camera went down for some reason. I always say that's my cue to leave whenever the diaper things. I'm like, oh, well, that's my cue. And then I leave. Because what good am I going to be? You know what I mean? I can't do anything. And they don't need somebody passed out laying there. I sent it back to you. Oh, the phone died? So I guess Lana's phone died. So I guess we're going to wrap up the show. Thank you for tuning into the show. It's been fun.
I can come sit inside.
You want to come sit down?
I can sit inside.
Okay.
I'll take it. Give me a little moment.
Okay, she's going to come back and we're going to wrap up the show. But it has been a good show. And sorry that it's taken so long to get it set up. But it has been fun. It has been good. And what about you, Stacie? Would you want to know when you're going to die?
It's a negative.
See, I think it would be a good thing because I don't have to. Now, if it's like, all right, you're going to die tomorrow, yeah, I'm going to be a little freaked out.
No, because you're always, if you knew the exact time, you would always regret. You would sit there every day, and as it becomes closer, regret, because people always want to do more.
Do they?
Yes, and that's a natural thing inside of you. So always do more. You didn't miss out on these things. You're always going to think you missed out on something. I think it would eat you alive. Like, no.
Do you think
no,
what?
I want to know.
I think if it was a collective thing, like all of us got the opportunity to know, that it would cause total chaos, because people would think
Some people would think they could do
they
anything.
could do anything.
I have 2 weeks to live. I can do anything I want to do.
Yeah.
Anarchy. Complete anarchy.
Or they could be like, they don't fear anything because they know the time.
Yeah.
Die, so they
People are going to be
that
bigger
time
risk takers.
To be like, okay, I can get everything straight.
You're not going to be able to control the masses if they do. What if that's something they could one day learn about every individual? Because they can learn a whole lot about individuals, right? Like the intelligence of stuff and how they study your life. Like you turn on your phone, you turn on your Facebook, you had a thought about something that you possibly wanted to buy, and all of a sudden there's an ad. It's like it read your brain.
Right.
It like knows you that well to where it can read your mind. Just imagine, like, I don't know, people, it would be complete anarchy. I think there would be a conspiracy theory coming on, like exactly how people
as for me
would take over.
I would like to know.
I would know.
That way, I would make sure I did everything possible to.
There's a lot of people I think that do know, though.
Do they?
Yeah, there's a lot of terminal patients that they're given prognosis that they know about a given time. You have about 1 or 2 more months and stuff like that. Like, and that's a very daunting thought.
Yeah.
This is a very depressing
topic
that makes people very uncomfortable. Nobody likes to think of it.
I think people like to think about it.
You think people like to think about it?
I don't know if they like to, but they do think about it.
Everybody thinks about it. And there's a lot of people with anxiety about it.
So, on one of the last questions, have you ever stolen anything in your life? And if you have, what have you stolen? Lana, have you ever stolen anything in your life?
Yes.
You have?
Yes.
What have you stolen?
I've already came clean with who I need to come clean with.
Was it on the show? Did you talk about it on the show once?
No, I think as a teenager, I think I might have stolen probably money from my dad. I think I've stolen other things that I do feel bad about. Like underwear. I think like the first pair of thongs that I've ever owned, I stole those.
Too embarrassed to purchase them.
Yeah, like I stole those.
What about you, Stacie?
Like odd things like that. Just little things, teenager things.
I would have to say yes.
Yes.
What did you steal?
Alcohol.
Do you remember which kind?
Peach schnapps.
Oh, peach schnapps.
Do you feel bad about it still? I feel bad about these things because I'm like, there is nothing in me now that would want to take from anybody because I hate being stolen from.
Yeah.
So it's a very regrettable thing to admit to.
And I stole a bracelet one time out of the Navy Exchange when I was about 8.
You didn't get caught?
No.
Did you get caught when you stole, Stacie? No.
Mm-mm.
I didn't get caught either, but I still have a lot of regret and guilt because I just don't like the thought of stealing anymore.
Mm-mm.
Maybe that comes with age. Maybe that was just immaturity. Were you younger when you stole these peach schnapps?
Yes.
Now, I will say this. I have stolen, now thinking about it, twice that I think of, I've purchased, like had a key made in a place and just kind of shopped around the rest of the store and just accidentally just stuck it in my jacket or pants pocket and forgot about it until I've already left the store.
Oh.
You know what I mean? Like a little key. And when I've got out and I'm like, oh man,
Or put something on the bottom of the grocery cart.
that's happened. Like a big.
And not. See, I've done that as an adult, but like I always go back. I'm always like, okay, I know these $1 dog treats. You're not gonna care, but they were hidden under something. I didn't pay for them, so I just come back and being like, I need you to ring these up.
Now, if there's a long line, I'm not taking them back.
You both are shaking your head no.
But if I can go right in and out, sure. But if I gotta wait, I'm not doing it. I don't have that kind of time on my hands.
I feel like I'm just trying to earn like this art, like this halo around my head, and I'm like working on like first part of like the first arc, and so I'm conscientiously like even the littlest things I'm like no, be good, because of all of the bad things, you know, counteracting that halo. I'm like, I gotta be good at all times.
Yeah.
Because I got a lot to make up for to earn the whole halo back.
So I think it's been a good show tonight. We're going to be on the road probably this week doing Real Talk this week. We have Indecent Proposal is coming up. And
actually, Stacie's probably going to be on screen this time, correct? Because you and him, are you guys doing the Indecent Proposal?
I don't think so.
Yep, we're going to be doing
It's going to be a good show.
Hey Conchetta. So we've had quite a few on there tonight, but yeah, it's going to be a good show. We're going to actually watch Indecent Proposal in just a few moments. It's been a few years since I've never actually watched it all, to be honest with you.
I think I've seen it, but like, I'm a bit like
time to revisit, I guess.
Yeah, time to revisit.
I
It's
think
been
so.
A while.
Yeah. So we have a lot of stuff coming up. We've got Music List Monday, Truthful Tuesday. We have Real Talk on Wednesday. And we have podcast released on Thursday. Hopefully soon, Lana will start back her late date, soon. At least maybe one a month. Maybe we can twist her arm to kind of do that. And we have the Other People show airing on WMMT Saturdays at 10 p.m. That's 88.7. If you listened earlier, you heard Real Talk, Clay Pigeons. And then we have the short films and sketches that will be released on Sunday. You've got two of them that we're filming this coming week that you've written.
Yeah, one untitled, one called Happy Birthday.
Mm-hmm.
The title hasn't hit me. I'm gonna have to play. I'm gonna have to roll through it before I can decide upon that.
So yeah, Stacie, thank you for being behind the. We're actually at Stacie's place right now, so thank you for. We kind of just barged in. She was cooking some chili, making some
pasta salad.
Yeah, pasta salad, and we just kind of barged in with all the equipment, and she was nice enough to.
To be honest, we just knew she was cooking. We were like, "Can we do this here?" And then we're like, "Oh, look at there, it's done."
Oh, it's delicious smelling chili.
Yes.
So please check out the Other People show on YouTube and Facebook. Like and share the video. And go to Spotify for the most recent shows also. You want to add anything tonight, ladies?
No, just thank you for getting back and doing the shows again. It's always fun and exciting. We're always looking for other people to come on to the Other People show. So if you're interested, don't hesitate to message Ryan Parker. Please don't message me. I'm stressed enough.
And also George Strait. We are accepting you want to promote the show?
Yeah.
Or George Strait. So everyone, have a good night. I'm Adam.
I'm Lana.
Stacie.
And we are the Other People. Good night, everyone.